Hey guys, this is the third round of the winners bracket. I'm calling it the fifth round of the guns only tournament, mostly AI with me in the F16. I'm up against the F14 here, which does give me some problems, so I try to do an early turn, a lead turn is what they call it. That can be a little bit dangerous, but I found that it helps sometimes. Didn't really help so much on the merge, and after the merge take a pot shot, nearly collide. I think I almost got him with some bullets, but not quite. Of course, the Tomcat always turns pretty well, and when flown correctly it can be just absolutely terrible to fight against. So um, but I was wanting to try some different things, um, and I was trying to keep my energy up, but it wasn't working very well. So I expended a lot of energy here just to get my nose around. Usually that's a bad sign or a bad thing to do in the Viper. Then I did a really early lead turn, and man, I expected him to pop out there faster than he did, but that was close. That was a dangerous move, not necessarily smart. Uh, that's okay. Then another kind of a lead turn. This one's a little bit better placed because, and this is, I mentioned this in a previous video, but there are times when you're spatially separated and your nose attitudes are in the correct position where you can expend a ton of energy and it'll just allow you to kind of tuck in behind them. Then you just got to grab a little bit of energy back. The F-16 is really good at that. So if you find yourself in the correct position, you can do that. And that's what I just did there. So I apologize for the chiming in the background. That's my work computer. People are needing my help, so I'm gonna have to go here in a minute. But so now it's just a matter of sitting in the back and trying to manage that energy just right so that you don't overshoot, but you also get into weapons parameters there a little bit. He's trying to climb, which isn't a bad idea because you can sometimes force a stall and then get out of a tight situation that way. But I'm in the Viper, and it's lean and clean and decent at maneuvering slowly, or at least not falling out of the sky. So it's just a matter of time at this point. And here we are lining up. Put out a longer burst that time because I knew he was going to fly through it. Make sure he's dead, and we are good to go. So that's another one down, and I get to move on in the winner's bracket, and he'll go down to the loser's bracket and cause some havoc down there, I'm sure. Now we're going to watch that from the external view, but I won't talk during that. And of course, here's how you turn around in an F-16. If you need to turn around quickly, you just make sure you drag that wing, it'll keep you up, and then reverse. And you can reverse really sharply and get turned right around. That's how you do a little ground loop turn in the F-16. That's the proper way to do it, ladies and gentlemen. Don't worry about the damage on the wing, it'll be alright. Alright, here we go with Fight 40, the BF-109 against the MiG-29. And I'm only doing the winner's bracket videos, even though there's only 4 fights here, because when I'm fighting I show a little bit more, and then one of these fights is a little bit long. So I'm just going to do these 4, make it a little bit of a shorter video, and then we'll catch up in the loser's bracket in the next video. But here we have a standard jet going high. Warbird going a little bit lower, making a tighter half loop because of speed there. He runs out of speed, but doesn't quite stall out. If he can loop over here, I'd like to see a Warbird kind of manage this situation a little better and get in behind the jet before the jet has a chance to run away. But so far, they always kind of roll over there a little bit too slowly, and you know, it's aerodynamics, I think, mostly. But okay, the MiG has run away enough. He feels content to turn around here. We're gonna have another merge. I'll be surprised if they shoot. They generally do not shoot here. And historically speaking, the Warbirds don't do well against the jets. And as you can imagine, you know, the jet has more tools in the toolbox, so it makes sense. But yep, once again, we don't have any shots fired. He's going to loop around like normal. And there we're speeding up the video because I get tired of watching this. Oh, and there we have just a real quick burst. That's all it takes. A lot of times it takes them a bit to find the merge that they like, you know, the AI, but that does it for you. MiG-29 will move on in the winner's bracket. All right, now fight 41. We've got the Su-27, which is number 15, against the L-39, which was ranked number 7, actually. So we'll see if we'll have a clean merge here as they approach. Oh, no. Su-27 not taking any chances. The ungentlemanly merge, and looks like front seater's dead. Back seater got out, but the Su-27 showing no respect for the number 7 ranked L-39 and sends the L-39 to the loser's bracket. Alright, in fight 42, we got the Su-33 against the JF-17. This is a number 3 versus number 11 matchup. The JF-17, always a crowd favorite. A lot of fans of that out there. And the Su-33 here in this one, sporting my good buddy Timothy P. Dirt's skin. I have to throw that in every once in a while just because he likes it so much. Okay, so we have a pretty even match so far. All right, they've been going nose to nose mostly for a while. The Su-33 is starting to eke out a little bit of advantage as they enter into the death spiral, but he turns away, he turns cold. That's going to throw the game into the JF-17's lap. The Su-33 had been making quite a bit of ground there, slowly, very slowly, but over time just kind of getting a little bit more advantage each time. But now it is all in the JF-17's lap. Su-33 cuts a little bit harder. Seems like there could have been a shot in there for the Thunder, but no dice. And the Su-33 levels out again and reverses. That's not good. Okay, he cuts harder, sort of. I don't know what he's doing. This AI's not making good decisions, but the JF-17 is not capitalizing on it. He needs to put bullets out right now. I'm not sure what's going on right now. And then the JF-17 relaxes. Turns his lights on, maybe. Or were those on already? I don't know. And then he just flies out in front of the Su-33. It's inexplicable. He reverses, it kind of turns into him, but it's a little too late. The Su-33 should be able to kind of hang out back there until it gets into position. So this game has gone back and forth, and not for good reasons. Once again, the AI is proving that at times it can be absolutely terrible at making decisions. This is just a matter of time, I think. It's not quite there yet for the Su-33, but especially if the Thunder keeps reversing like that, it will be. Okay, Su-33 still in good position here. No shots have been fired yet at all by either jet, even though they should have. Switch back over to the JF-17. Uh-oh. Haha, we have a fuel issue. And they've punched out, which means no shots fired. The JF-17 gets to move on, stay alive. Flares! Thanks for watching, as always.